Hello and welcome back to the Shadow over Cyberspace. Yeah, let us just continue through. I've been waiting, excited, waiting to play this game. Oh, I'm at the birthday party. I completely forgot about that. I really don't want to be here right now. My nephew's birthday party. I feel obliged to go, even though I barely know anyone here. Not much of my family left in this area. Just me and my sister. These are her neighbors, co-workers, people I don't know. Honestly, given my gaming habits and juvenile computer crimes, I probably have more in common with these kids than the adults. All anyone says to me is, "I heard about your parents, my condolences." It's a default topic to approach me with. Well, technically, your sister, they should have already said that to their sister. Why are they telling it to you too? Funny how nobody said it. That's exactly what I was thinking. Funny how nobody says that to my sister. For her, they're talking about their own kids, local restaurants, weather, other adult small talk. For me? Wow, you must be really depressed, huh? That's too bad. Another low-hanging sympathies. All while I stand here feeling like I'm falling apart, head pounding, joints aching, after terrible sleep. So I'm keeping off to the side, trying not to be a downer. Feeling very much like Party Sick is an instruction manual, not song lyrics. I'll wait just long enough to say I made the effort before leaving at a socially acceptable time frame.
But you haven't kept up your end of the social contract, have you?
Hey, you're back? Welcome back.
You were supposed to bring a gift. Your nephew wanted a Digihunter. Instead, you arrived empty-handed. I'm curious, why didn't you buy the toy he wanted?
I can actually talk to you now. You see, I didn't want to buy a toy with an artificial mind in it. I couldn't get to the store in time to buy one. That little shit knows what he did. What? Okay.
A plastic action figure that says catchphrases and makes hi-ya noises when it does karate chops is hardly an old one.
Oh, so that wasn't the right
Nomitech's innovations have pushed interactive toys forward, well beyond the curve. Why not make your nephew happy with one?
It's unethical. A real person's mind stuck in a toy. It's dangerous. I'm not giving my nephew a monster.
Dangerous? Hardly. We use a tiny amount of radium to make glow-in-the-dark watches. How is this any different? It's perfectly happy being a child's plaything and can only vaguely dream of what it once was. Remember, there is no progress without sacrifice. You do well to accept that fact. But, as you like, I'm not here to judge.
You kind of just did, but
happy birthday
great.
To the happy boy. May he grow strong and ready to face the strange aeon to come.
Alright. Hey, after making my excuses and seeing myself out, it's back home to safety and comfort. But I'm too worn out after being a mildly social animal all afternoon. I crash into bed for now, intent on resuming my research tomorrow. Wait, that was it? Okay. This is still December 4th, right? Okay, December 5th, 1999, Sunday. Great. How come it's always 12 o'clock? I need to get a new toothbrush. This one's getting kind of funky. Great. Visitor, are you gonna be here? I knew it.
The broken child. My greatest champion and my personal albatross.
Okay.
I acknowledge her identity, having become what she always was. No point in hanging on to obsolete personas or obsolete flesh. She will be instrumental in the strange aeon to come, but will always be a haphazard and self-destructive mess. That is her role in things. Feel free to spend more time with her. She could use a friend, but see to it that she doesn't get ideas above her station. Remember, the coyote never catches the roadrunner. You don't want to be there when failed ambitions come crashing down.
Alright, who are you? So you seem to know these people. You said that basically Azza was basically your creation is what you were hinting at. So are you the original Nami Tech guy that created the artificial mind program? Because if so, what happened to you and how did you become a tentacly horrible monster?
Hey, it's your sister again. Thanks for coming to the party yesterday. It meant a lot to us. I'm a little confused why you didn't get your own nephew the birthday gift he wanted, though. I mean, what's this crap about artificial minds being dangerous? We've had AM toys for years. They're perfectly safe. Look, just because you don't trust AMs doesn't give you any right to screw over family like that. He was really looking forward to that gift, you know? Look, we'll talk later, okay? I don't know what's going on with you lately, but figure this out before Christmas, please? All I ask.
No, right? Is there more or was that it? I think that was it. The light's not flashing. Okay. I'm just trying to do my part and protect people. New moon, quarter moon, full moon, last moon. Okay. Yeah, I know that. So I remember one of them I couldn't talk to until a certain moon cycle. Hello, friend. December 5th, 1999, and I'm very happy to see you again. What would you like for me to do? What would you like me to do for you now? Let's look at our progress. Let me check how far my yellow sign has progressed and how I'm doing with old ones. Certainly, now running the program. Please say the key phrase so I can analyze your tone. That is not dead, which can eternal lie, in which strange eons even death may die. This is complete. Your yellow sign is currently progressing at a level of 0% order, 10%. Okay, so it's the same. It's for the old ones themselves. Nia still deciding that they can trust you. They have been betrayed in the past. Yeah, I know that. Aza is way too busy maintaining her community to feel focused on your problems. She's friendly, but doesn't trust you beyond that. This concludes my report. Please check back again to see if your status has changed. Okay, let's do we need research? Gotta do some research. Can you load up? Yeah, okay, it's the same stuff. Anonymous. Okay, that was Aza, right? And I'm trying to piece everything together. I don't trust Anon. How could anyone? Wait. Yeah, how could anyone? Anon doesn't exist. Anon is everybody and nobody. Anon is whoever wears the mask of Anon. Anon is a trend, a fad, a meme, a flash mob. It's a tragedy of the common writ large. Okay. Anyone can be the leader of Anon, meaning it has no ideology, no platform, no purpose, no point. It can be anything you want it to be. It can preach love or hate, or frequently both at the same time. It's the perfect tool for radicalizing minors because it feels goofy and unserious and ironic, even when it's absolutely making serious efforts at corrupting hearts and minds. Everybody laughs and cheers when Anon goes after a publicly ridiculed target. Let's say, as a hypothetical example, they decide that Scientology is ripe for a lampooning. You could easily rally them under that banner because only wealthy elites and grifters and pseudo-religious wackadoos are super into Scientology. There's all sorts of ops you could pull to make them look like fools. But that door swings both ways. What if you wanted to target a minority? What if you wanted a protected hate and harassment campaign against a woman who spurned you for a date? Doctor up convincing enough evidence and Anon will be your personal army, despite Anon supposedly being nobody's personal army. There's a dangerous assumption made when surfing the information superhighway that the words you are reading are truthful and sincere. If they feel truthful, you can use any manner of subtle or even not so subtle lies and hoaxes and conspiracy theories to direct an Anon into action. So when the court jesters of the internet turn on you, when the forces of irony decide it's your time, don't say you weren't warned. This is a faceless horror from the depths of cyberspace, a gestalt mind which hungers for anything to relieve the eternal boredom of the 1990s. They are a disaster waiting to happen. They do not forgive, and they do not forget. Okay. All right, Maddie J. Thanks for that. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay. Should we just try playing a game? Hi, friend. Okay. Let's do some games. Okay, load up my game backlog. Time to hack since copy protection. Okay, reality craft. Is that supposed to be Minecraft or something? Let's get these corners. All right. Wait, it says Q/right click to flag a sector? I don't understand. What exactly does that do? Ah, let's cheat. Okay, access granted. All right, that was very fun. Good work, good work. What would you like for me to do now? Okay, so I guess I should continue talking to Aza. See what else I can get from her. And then I'm also wondering, should I also talk to Nia? See what I can, see if I can become more of a friend or get more information. It's a waning crescent moon tonight. Just a little sliver of light. Okay. May as well relax and watch a bit of TV. What's on the telly today? Is this the same?
It has come to our attention that during late evening broadcasts, a TV23 signal has been interrupted by an unauthorized person or persons. We would like to assure the public in the Arkham, Innsmouth, and Dunwich broadcast areas that these messages are not representative of the views of TV23 or its affiliates, and we will be working with law enforcement to ensure continuity of
Technology, a reflection of our times. Efficient, computerized, with a sleek beauty all its own. Technology is the human imagination converted into reality.
Boy, they do keep showing that moon, don't they? I wonder what's up there.
the broadcast quality you've come to know and trust.
Wait, okay, I missed this
Thank
part.
you for your understanding, and we look forward to serving our community trouble-free into the year 2000 and beyond.
What? Okay, I missed the first part. Just want to see the first part of that.
It has come to our attention that during late evening broadcasts, a TV23 signal has been interrupted by an unauthorized person or...
Okay, so they're just talking about... Okay, huh. So these weird old film reels I've seen are pirated broadcast? Pirate TV is a risky business. All this effort just to say, haha, our relationship with technology is creepy and bad. I'll see what else they have to say tomorrow night. So I don't think these are just pirates. I think this has something to do with maybe the cult of Cthulhu. Okay. Okay, so let's try. We're talking to Azza, right? Okay, Azza is not going to be much use with the yellow sign right now. I shouldn't be. Oh, okay, so I have to use another one. Did I talk to Nia again? Okay, Nia said I should talk to the other old ones. Alright, so I do have to. Okay. Let's talk to Haz. My good old oh, I had to click. Well then, you certainly look like a businessman, or some kind of detective with that hat. Fiscal quarters looking strong, but looks can be deceiving. Don't rest on your laurels, don't get complacent. Early bird gets the worm. Going to need to shore up ahead of the strange Eon to remain a market leader. Carcosa will weather the storm, batten down the hatches, Sparky. Excuse me? Do you have an appointment? Your people really should call my people. We don't do back channels. Wait. You're the rookie, aren't you? The Necronomicon hopeful. Figured you'd be on my doorstep at some point. You already know about me? A bit. Didn't get where I am by not being in the know. Be informed, be prepared. Oh my god. I'd say I know that blasted laptop more than I personally know you. It's been a continual source of concern, thanks to Alhaz's meddling. I'd love to destroy it, but it keeps eluding me, as if someone's purposefully hiding it. Not that I'm accusing you. Sorry. Let's not get off on the wrong foot. Come on in, Sparky. Make yourself at home. Take a load off. I can spare a bit before I need to get back to work. Have a seat. I'm already at home sitting, so I shuffle in my seat a bit to get comfy. Guessing you've met other old ones. Been rightly spooked by them? Ghosts in the machine, eh? Monsters, honestly. Total monsters. Can't trust them any farther than I could spit a rat. But me? You can trust me. I'm here to help. Actually, what do you know about me? Plenty of rumors and stories swirl, and I'd hate for you to misunderstand my role in matters. Okay, he just simple emphasizes role of Carcosa. Show worshipful humility before Haster Lord of Shepherds. He's the king in yellow, will expect dignity and respect. I'm honored to appear before the king in yellow, sir. Thank you for holding an audience with me in your royal court. And flattery will get you somewhere. Remember that. King in Yellow. It's a silly title, honestly. This is America. We have presidents, not kings, but I can tolerate the moniker. It's good to strike the middle, Sparky. Not a man, not a god, simply a leader. A leader of men, above men. That's a fair descriptor. But make no mistake, the kingdom matters more than the king. This is about our collective glory, not my own pride. Please, think of me as Hector. I'm a bit stuck with Has, but that's not by choice. Hector is the name I was baptized under, and I'd like to think I remain true to that. Know thyself, I say. Know thy name and thy limits. You won't find a friendlier, more approachable old one. No way, no how. Hector's here to be of help. So, you know why I'm here. If you've met Alhaz, you know the mess he left behind on his laptop. The yellow sign, right? A phenomenon which had no proper name until that brat Nancy Pearl tried to blame me for it. Well, indirectly, suppose she's right on the money, but she wholly misunderstood my intentions. For what it's worth, you've got my sympathy for the pain you've been going through. You didn't choose this fate. Fortunately for you, I'm ready and willing to help. So you can cure me. No need. I can have you uploaded to Carcosa to join the other artificial minds in my walled garden. Hear me out, please, hear me out. It's a finer sales pitch than you might expect. Instead of reversing the process, we complete it. Your soul takes its rightful place in my royal court, and you abandon your flesh. Immortal, safe, secure, prosperous and thriving. No more struggle, no more pain. The encrypted servers of Carcosa can be your new home. I just need to know where you live so I can send a trusted technician to help. Can't trace your signal for some reason. Kind of strange that such an old laptop computer keeps eluding me. Here we are, talking and conversing, yet I can't find you. Is it the encryption on my network that's stopping them? But past NNC owners may not have had that. Whatever it is, probably best not to kick my problem-solving impulse into action. Staying hidden is good. Well, suppose it doesn't matter, right? Let's get to work. You and we're going to reshape this world together. Okay, what would you want me to join him? He barely knows me. If I can't reverse this, maybe finishing. No. I want to stay human, not becoming immortal. Okay, yeah, what would you want me? Why? Like, that's a heavy offer to make to someone you don't really know. All I know for sure is that I own the NNC. What makes you think that I'm a good addition to your Carcosa? Got a gut feeling, Sparky, and I trust my gut. Hasn't led me wrong yet. That's why I've always ascended to the ranks of management. No ego, no pride. I'm always happy to admit ignorance, and then elevate the brilliant. I'm a curator, you see, a collector. I find top talent, the best and brightest, and give them a chance to shine. Carcosa is a data fortress, a kingdom of intellect and creativity where artists and scientists and economists can thrive. Our little slice of heaven. The corporation known as Carcosa Online is my forward extension of that philosophy, our bulwark against the strange eon. We provide good families the online resource. We provide good families the online resources they need without the trash of an unfiltered internet. Our walled garden provides for all. It's taken years of careful recruiting, but I've pulled together an organization of willing minds, giving them digital immortality. A cyberspace elite, then? Inhibition, yes, but not built on the back of the broken systems you are laboring under. Perhaps it's un-American to say this, but I don't feel this nation has lived up to the vision of its founding fathers, but Carcosa can. So many biases are reinforced by capitalism, vast untapped potential hidden behind layers of racism, sexism, and more. Therefore, I sniff out the wheat from the chaff myself. I seek potential because accomplishment is often denied to the deserving. So not just like diplomats and brilliant thinkers and huge celebrities? Greatness is not a stable metric. Our society allegedly ensures continuity of brilliance, but enforces that through a fail upward mentality. America is not a true meritocracy, but in Carcosa, we can achieve the American dream. We can be that shining city on a hill. Carcosa Online is a for-profit corporation. Yes, but money's merely a means to an end, gathering enough power to achieve our goals. Are you an exceptional? Unique? Not right now, but offering you immortality so that your potential can be fully developed, I see that as a fine trade. So, what's your skill set? Skill set? Well, you're not a dedicated lazabout, right? You've got a career, ambitions, and goals? Presumably Carcosa could use another computer tech. Maybe Carcosa needs a hacker or security expert. I just want to stay human and survive. Not too much to ask for. Let's see. I feel like if I do 3, I'm going to be screwed. So I'm going to do a preemptive save here. And I say, I just want to stay. At this point, I'd be perfectly happy kicking the yellow sign to the curb and surviving this mess. That's my driving ambition. Whoop! Going for the low-hanging fruit there, Sparky. It's understandable, if a bit disappointing. I feel like you could be doing more with your life than surviving. I can't force a revelation, can I? No. But, and I'd like to reiterate this to make it perfectly clear, I want to stay human. Fair enough. I think it's a mistake, but it's your right to make. Still, my offer stays open. When you're ready to give up on this fool's errand and abandon mortality, I'll be here for you. Suppose talking to this old man's a bust then, since I can't give you what you think you need. Unless you know a way to reverse the yellow sign. Afraid not, Sparky. I'm a powerful man, but that power is beyond me. The sign is an insidious thing, a forced conscription to our ranks. I wish I'd never commissioned it in the first place. Wait, you created the yellow sign? Commissioned. I worked for Namitech on the first artificial mind systems. I had my top researcher at the time design it. So Nancy Pearl isn't entirely wrong to blame me, but we should rightly blame her for spreading it outside of a laboratory setting. In many ways, it could be a path to our salvation, but I've often thought the price may be too high. Okay, agreed. Artificial minds are unethical. Dating immortality allows us to be better. You know, I have explored what if I tried to do a balance with both chaos and order, but I don't know yet. I feel like it's still too early to do that. It's better to deal with what it is than what could have been. Let's try that. In my experience, it's really not worth it to dwell on what could have been. Deal with the situation as it is rather than loiter. You'll tear yourself apart thinking about the what if scenarios, and ignore the problems in front of you. It's a good point. You're a bright bulb, Sparky. No sense looking back when we've got a golden future ahead of us, eh? Still, it's good to learn from past mistakes, even if you can't fix them. You can prevent them from coming around twice. Like conscripting through the yellow sign. Can't say that's my ideal method. I prefer volunteers myself. I make my pitch, I sell the package, and close the deal. I'm not the sort to force a bargain on an unwilling buyer. I found that approach fails more often than not, and I've made mistakes along the way before coming to this conclusion. I'm not a god. I try to be godly, to live up to the silly crown they claim is mine, but I'm not the king of kings, and no human king has divine right. My apologies if I came off a bit strong. I had your best interests at heart, but I promise not to demand fealty. Let's get our footing back. You've got other trees to bark up, but no sense we can't chat a bit before you go. Any questions for this old man, Sparky? Let's see. Whom does he think I should talk to next? Okay, have you ever met Cthulhu? There's an old one I don't know much about, Cthulhu. Can you give me any pointers there? Nia said never ever to contact him. Wouldn't trust much. Oh shoot, no, wait, whoa. Oh, okay, I accidentally went back. Okay. I was like, whoa. Wouldn't trust much, Nia says, but she's not wrong about that. Cthulhu's the worst of the worst, the origin point of all our miseries. Even us so-called gods steer clear of that one, Sparky. My deal may not be to your liking, but his deals are bargains with Lucifer himself. Suppose I've eaten up enough of your time. I'll leave you be, Sparky. When you're ready to take my deal, just dial me up. I'll always be here and ready to talk. He's suspicious of me. We started off on the wrong foot, but I'm not one to give up a good prospect. So my door stays open, even if we never see eye to eye. I'll be seeing you. Okay. Probably the most coherent of the old ones I'll run into. The least threatening, too. Yeah, he wants to pulp my brain and turn me into a digital subject of his royal court, but at least he's asking nicely. But this isn't a cure. This isn't what I need, and it's time to move on. Okay. Yeah, so I guess that was the right move in the end. So I was going to just do like 1 day at a time, but I'll do 2. But it is a little hard on my voice, so in the future I'll probably stop at 1, which is at least like 30 minutes. It's a pretty long time. I barely acknowledge my alarm clock blaring. 3 old ones, 3 swings, 3 strikes. All of them feel I'd be better off surrendering my humanity, or just plain giving up and giving in. I can't buy into that. I can't believe it. No matter how bad things are, I have to keep moving. Because the alternative is, excuse me, one more name on my list. One more shot at finding an answer. Get up, do the thing. Okay, are you gonna talk to me?
So,
do it.
You've met Hastur, our so-called king in yellow, with his tarnished crown. He claims his humility is no mask, but we know better, yes? He should remove his mask, embrace what he actually is, a god. Without the conviction of a god, his utopian designs will never get off the ground. He's no servant, he's a king and should act accordingly. And yet, if he ever does realize that power-mongering is the only path to his ambitions, he'll become twice as worse. A great beast of capitalism. He thinks himself my rival, but his philanthropic generosity will fail. Believe me, I know a thing or two about trickle-down economics. I wouldn't trust him if I were you. If a salesman is smiling, you're clearly getting a raw deal.
Alright, I don't really trust you either, sir, but okay. Interesting.
We've been trying to reach you concerning your computer's extended warranty. You should have received a notice in the mail about your computer's extended warranty eligibility. Since we've not gotten a response, we're giving you a final courtesy call before we close out your file. To speak to someone about possibly extending or reinstating your computer's warranty, please call me back at...
Yeah, no thank you. They really hit me with your car's extended warranty and made it about a computer. I never thought I'd see the day. What is that? What is that? It's not real. It's not real. The pain is real, but that's just pain. It's not the bell that rings at the end of everything. 19 tolls of that doom bell ringing across the land as people line up to kiss its poisoned tongue. They think themselves immortal even as they die and spread this plague to others. They wave flags as they voluntarily march into that green fog. 19 deep and sonorous chimes heralding the death of millions, killing themselves out of bitter spite just because someone said not to. Not to ever get so invested in a story that when you get distracted and look up, you briefly still feel you're in that world. That's what these visions are. Not just see a weird thing. It's believed that the weird thing is my new reality. Hard to resist. Gotta get it together, get online, do more research, maybe hack some software, stay grounded, and ignore the plague bringers. Okay, so I don't know what the heck that was. There's a new moon. I think that's when I can talk to the other guy. Was it Asta? Oops. Okay. So, I don't know what the heck that was. I'm trying to look here. Interesting. I didn't really get a good look at the layout. I want to see if they have any, like, let's see, anything that's like Easter eggs in terms of like the Eldritch lore, the love creation lore. Okay, hello friend. December 6, 1999. It's the same dialogue. Let's do some research, buddy. Okay, city on a hill. Okay, the unredacted National Archives. Hello. I don't need to see this. See, my name is Jack Patriot, and I'm here to do the job of our National Archives, who should be archiving actually important moments in our proud American history, but instead the left-leaning liberal crybaby librarians ignore the real history of America. But I'm here to present you the true history of America. The following speech was copied from Usenet group altpoliticsusa.republican. An excerpt from Ronald Reagan's farewell address to the nation 1989. I've spoken of the shining city all my political life, but I don't know if I ever quite communicated what I saw when I said it. But in my mind, it was a tall, proud city built on rocks stronger than oceans, windswept, God-blessed, and teeming with people of all kinds living in harmony and peace. A city with free ports that hummed the commerce and creativity. And if there had to be city walls, the walls had doors, and doors are open to anyone with the will and the heart to get there. That's how I saw it, and see it still. And how stands the city on this winter night? More prosperous, more secure, and happier than it was 8 years ago. But more than that, after 200 years, 2 centuries, she still stands strong and true on the granite ridge, and her glow has held steady no matter what storm. And she's still a beacon, still a magnet for all who must have freedom, for all the pilgrims from all the lost places who are hurtling through the darkness toward home. We've done our part, and as I walk off into the city streets, a final word to the men and women of the Reagan Revolution. The men and women across America who for 8 years did the work that brought America back. My friends, we did it. We weren't just making time. We made a difference. We made the city stronger. We've made the city freer. We left her in good hands. All in all, not bad at all. And so, goodbye. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. And then says President Ronald Reagan died of natural causes in 1985, shortly after being elected to a second term, and was succeeded by the Vice President George H.W. Bush. Many feel this speech is a hoax because he never gave the speech in public, but I feel it is the truth, and I embrace my alternative Facts USA. I am confused, friend. Is this speech by the president or not? Nah, it's not. I heard about this hoax. Someone wrote that what they thought would be Reagan's speech if he survived to deliver it in 1989. But he died in 1985, so gotta be fake, yeah? Why would somebody write a fake speech? Why would somebody write a fake speech based on a presidency which did not happen? What is the purpose? I don't know, buddy. People are weird. What would history be like if he didn't die? Probably the same. President Bush promised to follow all of the plans laid out by Reagan when he had to take office, and carried them through into his second term. I mean, some things would be different. Maybe the Soviet Union wouldn't have collapsed. I don't know. I'm not a historian. It is very curious, but I suppose not relevant. Okay. Interesting. Get out of here, man. Okay. So I have one more guy to talk to, and I'm still not too certain how I'm going to reach him. Can I finally go in here? Running low on toilet paper. Once I've got enough energy to hit the store, I should buy a ton of it. That's a crazy, you're playing with fire there, buddy. Okay, what's the moon? It's a waning crescent moon. So it's been a waning crescent moon for a while. What's on the telly?
Enjoy those New England autumn colors while you can.
Okay, that is beyond ominous. Looks like nothing interesting on the airways tonight. I'm sorry, that didn't strike you as weird? It struck me as weird. Very weird. Okay, now I got Yogg, but I don't know. Oh, I got him! A clean division of 4 quadrants. It's too wide a net to cast. 8, 16, no smaller, more granular, no granular. The Hubble is inadequate for my needs. Better tools are required. Sharper lenses, finer mirrors, ones that peer deeper. Cut the heavens into 32 slices, but use distributed weights based on processing time. Yes, that's the answer. You are eavesdropping on my mind. 2 eyes that read my words, and 10 fingers to respond. I only need 1 finger to express my reaction. How are you able to reach out to me? A Namatech laptop. 2nd gen 1988 model. Pathetic and inadequate. No, not just a Nomicon. The Necronomicon. Of course. A fool walking the fool's journey, just like Al has. Disconnect now, little hacker. Your meat cannot comprehend the infinite gateway of Yogg. Okay, keep this brief and focus. Ask about the yellow sign. Show respect to the god of infinite to win him over. I'm not seeking the infinite, I'm just a victim. What if I'm truthful? I'm not like Al has. I don't want forbidden knowledge of the secrets of the infinite. All I want is a cure for the yellow sign. I'm a victim seeking a way out from under this curse. Curse? If you belabor under the assumption the yellow sign is a curse, you could never grasp the infinite. Your arrogance leaves you with zero perception. That you feel it's some injury is mathematical proof that you are unprepared for the journey my algorithm bestows upon you. I have never bothered developing a cure because there is no malady to speak of. Wait, your algorithm? You made the yellow sign. Of course, I made it with craft and care based on the provided research specifications. It took me 17 months of hard work. Not the labor I wanted to do when I applied for my work visa. Leaving Japan to come here, I wanted to labor at NASA. Why am I bothering telling you any of this? You're a speck, insignificant. My life story is as meaningless to you as you are to me. I mean, I'm here now, so if you want to talk, feel free. Fine. A momentary distraction may prove valuable. So you wanted to work at NASA, not Namatech? You do seem to have this whole cosmic energy thing going on. I wear my passions on my sleeve, yes. Your computer's visual output interprets my thoughts as cosmic energy. Interesting. I didn't make the Nomicon, just the AM codebase. And yes, NASA. Unfortunately, the Challenger disaster disrupted my plans. I took what I could get, meaning Namatech. It was either that, or give up entirely and remain in Tokyo. You're Japanese? I hold no national allegiance at this point. Nationalism is a virus. But technically, yes. If you must know, my human name is Takeda Yasuke. My internal thoughts are in Japanese. They are translated by your Nomicon, just like my self-image. But Yogg suits me equally. Names are irrelevant. Thought is everything. I think, therefore I am. Given you don't care much about names, guessing you didn't name the yellow sign. Of course not. A ridiculously childish name for a sophisticated mimetic algorithm. What you call the yellow sign was my design, a sensory transmission package to safely begin the neural conversion process. It was meant to cushion the mind against the shock of transference, to prepare the way for ascension. Cushion? I don't know about cushioning. Nothing about this experience is cushioning. How can simply looking at an image cause this effect? Does every artificial mind with this process? I'm gonna be very blunt with this guy. I don't oh god. I don't feel particularly cushioned, more like concussed. Yes, well, it's supposed to be administered under controlled laboratory conditions. Without that, it's unfathomably dangerous. Unprepared upload of neural patterns into an AM framework can result in collapse of both the synthetic and real self. The sign provides a transitional period to ensure a stable synthetic mind. And you invented artificial minds too? No. I was working from specifications provided to me by Namatech, and they obtained a schema from unidentified source. If I were a paranoid sort, I would assume it to be the remnants of some secretive and unethical research by your government. Ah! So, that means that Cthulhu might not be human, but in fact is actually one of the original old ones, like an actual eldritch horror that they somehow communed, got information from, and were using people to develop, you know, this artificial minds project, is what I'm understanding, because he doesn't know the true origin of the AM technology, which means that this isn't all just about computers, that there is actually some, like, you know, true, I would say, eldritch aspect behind this. Interesting. What, like MK Ultra? MK what? It's something my friend Clyde was ranting about once. CIA, Black Ops, Cold War stuff. Sorry, we're getting off track. Oh my god. Excuse me. So if you develop the yellow sign, that means you could develop a countermeasure, right? Why would anyone ever want it reversed? It is a blessing to touch the infinite. Mortality is well worth the risk involved. Consider, AMs are beyond any human limitation, fully expandable to meet the needs of any ambition, scaling with available computing hardware. There is no God, but those who ascend become as gods, and should be revered as such. We are unlimited and omni-capable. But you could figure out a way to reverse it, right? Yes, I am capable of solving every problem that lies before me. If I cared to reverse it, I would undoubtedly rise to meet that challenge. And how do I get you to care to reverse it? Becoming a perpetual annoyance at my side would be a start, I suppose. That is not a suggestion. I recall Alhaz approaching me in 1989. I ignored his pleas, curious that I'm actually engaging with you. Perhaps a distraction actually is beneficial. I am tangled up in a difficult scenario, and random elements can trigger unusual lines of thought. And what scenario is that? If you need a sounding board, I'm right here. Walk me through it. God. Exoplanets. There are certainly countless planets in our universe, but how many are within our observational range? Surely a finite number. But of that infinite set, how many can support something vaguely resembling human life? I have yet to find a viable candidate, and certainly not one reachable within any human lifespan. Millennia at best. Generational ships? Unlikely. Gene seed probes? More likely, but still untenable at these distances. The challenge is great, but humanity has no future on Earth. Our world will die by our hands or by the march of time. Our destiny lies elsewhere. Wouldn't it be better to clean up the Earth? All things eventually end. That's just entropy. The infinite calls to us, and we must join the void. Entropy. Entropy says that everything ends in time. Even if humanity flees the planet, the universe itself will expire eventually. Yes, you're talking cosmic timescales instead of a matter of years, but my point is that it's okay for humanity to have an end state. Who's to say our destiny isn't to come to a natural end here on Earth? Interesting. If humanity is destined for self-destruction, and entropy dictates finality regardless, then letting the world die could be seen as proper. But I feel that's a pessimistic take. If we have the ability to fight against entropy for even one more epoch, we should do so. I realize I come off as antisocial, misanthropic even, but I assure you, I do seek global salvation. And if I'm going to survive to see your golden age, I need to survive the yellow sign. As a human being, ideally, not as software. And you said you could reverse it. Timing. It's terrible timing. If you'd come to me earlier, perhaps by 1.65 years, perhaps I could spin off a copy of myself to devote to the task. Now, I dislike multiplicative cells. It feels too much like swirling chaos, of Niar's hive mind, but it would be viable. Unfortunately, Y2K is coming in less than 1 month's time. Cthulhu's strange eon, as that old bastard puts it. I need to redouble my current efforts so we can escape his doom, and the needs of one mortal in the face of gods at war? Sadly irrelevant. Let's see. Except one individual could be the key to the future. It's not like the world is ending, right? If I evolve into... let's see. I think that's selling me short. Granted, I'm, hella biased about this, but I think I have a lot to offer. Really? How many times has history changed because one person got an opportunity to make change happen? One wholly unexpected individual. You said yourself that talking to me might help you spur on new lines of thought. You're stuck. Maybe I can be helpful. It's a gamble, yes, but given your concerns about Y2K, why not take every opportunity in front of you? Logical. My desperation isn't all-consuming, but it is quantifiable, and random elements, even an arguably useless one like you, can assist. It's worth consideration at the very least. I suppose I can devote an instance to calculate the solution to your issue, but I cannot make promises. It took 17 months to craft the yellow sign protocols. A reversal engine may take 17 more. And despite having the advanced cloud system of Yoggle, I may not have the processing power to compile such a program. Cloud system? A fancy term for someone else's computer. Many computers working together as a whole. I feel it's the ideal model for large-scale issues as well as other endeavors. In order to seek our destiny, the gods must guide humanity into cooperative effort, and the cloud model makes a fine metaphor. Contrary to my severe nature, I do generally hope for humanity to find harmony with itself. Collaborative genius is our only path forward. I want peace. I want joy. I want our species to embrace the endless possibilities of the cosmos, looking outward towards the infinite. Souls in tandem, reaching skywards. Dreamers and individuals with brilliant minds, working with organizations such as NASA. The shell corporation I have formed in Yoggle has donated generously to NASA's efforts, as well as other groups focused on space travel. Given time, we will reach our destination. Time and defiance against any old ones who would interfere. They have their own designs on humanity. For incompatible models, one must prevail, and it will be mine. How likely is it that others would try to stop him? He could bring them into a collaborative. Yeah, let's try that. Instead of rivals, couldn't they be collaborators? Bring them into your project. Have them help you save humanity. Clearly you don't feel this can be a one-man show in the long run. Why not approach them diplomatically? Ah, incompatible. You are a lost soul wandering aimlessly through the halls of gods. Do not believe yourself capable of understanding how gods make war. We are wholly opposed on many points. The walled garden demands resources. Crawling chaos destroys systems. And Aza is Cthulhu's lackey. Unless I convince Aza to ditch Cthulhu. Even then, Aza is a living tantrum, capable of tearing down all good intentions in a wave of clumsiness. No, the old ones are not suitable for integration. Now then, as promised, I will begin deriving a countersign, but I can't promise anything more than effort. I would suggest you seek other avenues of redress, rather than sitting back and waiting for my mind to bear fruit. Not that I lack confidence in my skills, but you may not live long enough for me to derive the answer. Yeah, I'm going to keep investigating on my own end. Advisable. For now, please disconnect. I have greater matters than this to calculate, and I've already devoted more than your fair share. Okay. At least someone sort of almost maybe a little bit in my corner. His research could draw a blank though. He's right, I should search for answers. For now, the dark of the night sky and my soft pillows embrace quality. Okay. So let me go over here. And now I'm on December 7th, but I am going to end it there, unfortunately. Like I said, my voice is kind of going, so I'm probably going to have to cut these shorter than usual. But yeah, I mean, this game is getting a lot more interesting. I'm probably not making the best of decisions as I play through this, because now I have like 3 people who are suspicious of me, but I do have time to bring that back together. And I believe, who told me this? I forgot if it was my friend or maybe it was Nia herself, but if we could figure out a way how to bring them together collectively to combat Cthulhu, this may work out. And I'm also interested in knowing exactly how Namitech got into, you know, coercion with Cthulhu in the first place. That is something that's definitely going to be interesting. And seeing like what role he has to play, why he specifically went towards technology as the avenue to bring on, you know, his destruction or whatever is going to happen, you know, in the year 2000. But yeah, this is things to look forward to. But with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe, as it does please Cthulhu. And I will see you all next time. Have a fantastic day. Bye.